faster, say.
Yeah,
or,
let's say if I went in gale or candor or
yeah.
whatever, to maintain that same softness. But I guess that's just...
I think it's mostly us, because we have to think faster and react faster because we're going faster, and we're not always very good at that. But basically you'll be doing the same things. It's just that you need to be thinking ahead a little bit more. Nothing should really change. I think in some ways you've got it easier because them gating is so comfortable and easy to sit. You know, it's way easier than trying to do it in a rising trot, say.
Assuredly.
Yeah, so you have advantages. I think you basically just need to keep thinking whatever your little checklist is. So roll that ball, melt into my seat, float, rotate, whatever your things are. You just need to get that going a little bit faster, that's all. That's really all. Otherwise it should be the same.
In some ways that's where long straight symmetry along the road are good, because you know the horse is probably going to happily by itself go down that way, and you have more time to kind of think about that and feel for things, and then look forward, getting the feedback. Is this working? Is this improving the quality of the whole thing?
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, I might just
and you know, if you're going to do shoulder in or travers or whatever it is, even the spiralling in and out, just keep thinking, just keep aiming for softness. So as soon as it feels heavier, you know, like you were saying about the contact in your hands, if it feels heavier all of a sudden, or she feels stiff all of a sudden, if necessary, straighten out for a few strides and think, okay, what did I just lose? Okay, let's try that again, rather than pushing through it.
Alright, madam.
That looks nice. Fancy Flamenca. She's a fancy girl.
See the
Here we
arching
go.
of the neck just before we go.
Yes.
Okay, now that's...
Making sure that you're breathing and that you're thinking soft inside yourself. And you may need to do tiny but constant little changes of rotation. You know, so like just a degree or two out and back to centre, or in and back to centre, just to say to her, hey, hey, keep balancing yourself. How does that feel? I want to look at it. I don't want to look at it.
It's okay on the clothes.
You need me to show it to you, Flamenca?
She went past the garbage truck yesterday. See, sometimes they tell me they want to stretch too. And if I have a horse that is softly chewing the reins out of my hand,
Yes.
only
absolutely. Yep, I would too.
Depends on the quality of it. But
yes.
if it's like a soft request like that,
yes.
You know, I'll go, yeah, okay. And then...
Good girl. Yep, that's nice, absolutely.
Because that helped tons with that little Icelandic building.
Right. Tiny little changes of rotation and just constantly thinking float and melt inside myself. Your legs look good. How does this feel?
Yeah, not too bad. What's happening is see, this is what I mean about maintaining that certain amount of tension, because otherwise, at that medium speed,
She trots.
you will get
Yes.
falling into the trot.
Yes.
So that's where I have to, that's a fine line where I want that relaxation, where I want that softness, but I have to maintain a certain level of energy.
Yes.
Because otherwise this is exactly what happens.
Yeah, right. So it's being able to do two things at once with your body. I think it's the difference between tightening that kind of tension and engaging.
Yeah.
But actually that's a good way to think of it probably. You need to be engaged to get that gait, but not tight.
Yeah, so it's sort of like not a rigid tension, it's a fluid tension, like a membrane being blown up. I'm trying to visualise.
And active rather than passive, you know, so even if I say melt inside yourself, that doesn't mean bleh.
No.
You still need to keep that in that little engagement.
Yes.
I wonder then, would it help to think of the expanding in two directions, because that engages your core.
Yeah.
You know, that's the kind of engagement you're looking for. So you think float forward even if it's just 1 degree, and you think that you're back even if it's just 1 degree. That engages your core. That's the sort of positive tension, if that makes sense, that you need inside yourself.
Yeah, it is positive tension, positive in terms of that's where tension is not a bad thing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's still there. Mom, can I go home now? Mom.
Good. So I guess it's figuring out how to keep your core engaged without tightening anything else.
That's right.
Easy.
Easy peasy. As we can see.
This is where I used to rely on sitting up straight and just driving with the hip.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to get away
Yeah.
Lovely.
That's good.
A moment of excellency.
And part of it is, see, you're getting it for so many strides and then she loses it. And that might just be how it's going to be, but as long as you're getting it for a little bit longer each time, Because part of it is you making that change and part of it is her going, yes, that is what we want. You might even, for a short period, you know, for a ride or two or however long, you might even just, so if you think to yourself, now I don't know how to count gated strides the way you count a trot stride,
1, 2,
but if you
3,
think,
4,
well,
1, 2, 3.
maybe we just do it in meters. We got maybe 5 or 6 meters of a nice gait and then she loses it. So short term, for a little while you might think to yourself, okay, I'm going to ask for 4 meters of nice gait and then I'm going to bring you down before we lose it or before I lose it.
Yeah.